Perfect, man. Well, hey, look, I appreciate you guys being on today. Let me ask you this before I get started, Kent. How's everything going for you guys towards the end of the month? Or, I'm sorry, towards the end of the year?
He's working on it.
Yeah.
Everything going good?
I told him I had a special.
Excellent. And so what's kind of been the theme of the month? What's been happening for you guys?
Oh, the steak thing.
Yeah. Excellent, man. That's exactly what we're doing right now, and I think that's a lot of what everybody's doing. You know, and unless they're not, you know, unless they're using that one big excuse that everybody else is using right now, which is the Christmas thing. You know, there's a lot of people who are going to check out. And that gives you salespeople an opportunity to be able to, you know, really step up and really move ahead of everybody else, you know, because when people are backing off, that's a salesperson's opportunity to really step up and move forward and take advantage. So I know that on this call you guys wanted to talk about a couple different things. Number one being a reactionary defense response. Okay, does everybody know what a reactionary defense response is? Okay, a reactionary defense response, man. That's just something that's gonna happen, right? You know, like when you walk into you walk in to go buy clothes, right? You walk into like a convenience store or something. You know, somebody asks you, "Hey, thanks for showing up. Can I help you look for anything?" You know, what do you say? "I'm just looking." It's a reactionary thing, dude. You wouldn't be there if you were at least thinking about buying something. Right, so we know that this is always going to happen. This has happened since day one in the industry, right? That's never changed. Okay, the same thing happened 10 years ago as it happens today. So what reactionary response do you guys think you might hear right now just this time of the year?
That's why we haven't got videos since fall.
Not going to buy today? Oh, we just wanted to drop in. We wanted to stop in. We wanted to see, you know, what you guys have because we were thinking about doing something in January. Right? Dude, there's never been a better time to buy from you guys than right now. Okay, we know that. What happens is that, look, we get all these problems, and so what I'm going to do, Kent, you have access to a sheet that we have right here inside the management, the boot camps, inside Fact Finding. You can actually download the Fact Finding questions right here. I want you to do that. That's going to lead into my next piece right here, but what I want you guys to really understand is that, you know, the reactionary defense responses, those are all handled up here at the top, the quick fix solutions. So the number one thing that I always handled whenever I was in the store, I would actually sit in a car. I would watch this content on my phone. I would pull up a phone in my pocket. I'd watch the quick fix. I'd say, hey, what am I going to get right here? I'm going to get objections in the greeting. I'm going to have customers tell me they're not going to buy today. So what was the first thing that I handled? Hey, I'm just looking. Okay, so there's 12 different ways for you guys to be able to handle that. The one that I learned, which was the easiest, I thought, was right here, number 26. If you guys are taking notes, I want you to write this down. Just looking, great, bigger or smaller. Okay, this is so easy. The point of handling the reactionary defense response for you guys is that, you know, look, it just handles what they may be afraid of, right? What are they afraid of on a reactionary response? Okay, they're afraid that if they show interest, you're gonna apply pressure. You guys agree with that? Yep, so they're gonna do that. They're gonna, dude, I'm just looking. Not buying anything today. Just came by. I want you guys to understand that these customers have done 11 hours worth of looking on the internet before they came in. Dude, they have been looking for a long time, right? If they just showed up and they hadn't thought about buying a vehicle or leasing a new vehicle or trading in or getting something newer or getting out of what they're doing right now, if they hadn't thought about that, that would be very unlikely for them to stop in, right? At some point, they've thought, dude, I need to get rid of this thing. I can't do this anymore, right? So the thought's already there. What your job as a salesperson is to do is to handle it. My favorite's right here. Just look, and I'm gonna click on this because it's really simple. It's 12 seconds long. Okay, it's gonna pop up. Grant's gonna say this. Customer walks into the dealership, tells you that they're just looking. Here's what you wanna say. Excellent, sir. A lot of people come to the dealership just to look. Tell me, are you gonna be looking for something bigger or something smaller than what you currently drive right now? Okay. Easy as that. What's that do? That drops the guard. It transition. It actually buys you more time in the sales cycle right there, where the guy's trying to stop you because he is afraid that, hey, dude, if I let these people know that I actually want to do something, then they're going to try to make me do something today. So I want you guys to really like understand that and understand what that is. So it's really just about dropping the guard. So you're going to find other ones that are inside here that maybe might be a little bit more advanced, right? Looking for somebody else. Okay, just looking. Hey, excellent, sir. A lot of people come to the dealership just to look. Hey, my job's to get you the price, the payments, the down payments, and if you have a couple extra minutes, I want to get you figures on your vehicle. Would that be agreeable? Is that okay? Do you have time for that? Hey, would you allow me to get you the price, payments, and the down payments on your, and actually the appraisal on your current vehicle? Okay, what's that question asking the customer? Okay, that's saying, hey, I'm gonna give you everything you came here to look for. The whole reason you stopped by here, I'm gonna give you everything and I'm gonna give it to you right away. And when he answers that question, what's he answering to? Yes, I wanna see payments. Yes, I'm aware there's probably a down payment. Yes, I have a trade-in vehicle. Or he's gonna tell you this. Yeah, no, I would take a look at some of the payments, but you know, I'm not trading in a vehicle, right? So these are all the things that you need to learn and understand up front. That's why the word tracks are so important. But here's what I want you to do. I want you to take these notes. Inside the training center, inside sales right here, where you're gonna find this is inside the full curriculum. Okay, if you guys are looking at my screen, you're gonna see this in Road to the Sale. Now, there are two different categories that I want you to understand. The greeting, there's 13 courses just on understanding the greeting. And if you think that you're not gonna learn anything from the greeting because you've been doing this for a long time, I'm telling you that there's some incredible content just in this part of the program here. Look, putting the buyer at ease, handling the RDR, how do I get on common ground, using the information that they give me. This is exactly what you want to learn, right? So this isn't just basic content. Then it moves over, so this is the theory. This is the theory behind this part of the process. Then it dives into objections in the greeting, okay? This is a little bit more advanced. Okay, this is, you know, hey, Grant's favorite ways to handle objections in the greeting. Okay, price in the greeting, mistakes made handling price. So I want you guys to really confront the problems that you're personally having. And I want you to ask yourself this. I want you to ask yourself, hey, dude, what is keeping me from actually transitioning this, right? So when you can really confront that, you come inside here, you're like, hey, dude, I just have trouble handling customers with bad credit. You want to know why I have trouble handling that? Because I got bad credit myself. I don't even feel comfortable trying to tell somebody about their credit when my credit score is 540. Okay, dude, if that's you, if that's even, or maybe it's time. Maybe you're the busiest person in the entire room, and you're like, man, I can't handle the time thing because myself, dude, I'm always busy. Okay, this is me. I got to confront this all the time because the reason you guys have to confront that is because, look, if you're in agreement with it, if you are the guy who's the busiest, and you're always doing stuff and you're always telling people, hey, I don't have time, not today, can't do it, hey, thanks, but can't. Dude, the second somebody tells you that, you're gonna be like, okay, yeah, I get this guy. Oh, I'm with you. Dude, I never have time for anything. You may not be thinking that, it's gonna be going through your head, right? You're gonna be in agreement with him. Oh, this guy doesn't have time. He probably doesn't have time to get an appraisal. Or he probably, you know, oh, he just dropped by on his lunch break. Because that's what I do. I do everything that I can get done on my lunch break. He has 5 minutes right now. So I need you to confront the problems that you personally have. I need you to handle them, and then watch this segment right here. Train on it. Learn it. Take notes on it right here. So dive in. Really dig into that. Okay, so that's going to be step one for you guys. Kent, the piece that I was talking about before, I kind of jumped ahead. That's inside this boot camp piece right here. This is where I want you guys to think about the next step. When you transition and you handle the objections and the point of contact, the salesperson's appraisal, that is the fact finding right here. So I want you guys to download the fact finding questions. Kent's gonna get this for you. Do you guys see this list right here? Do you guys see that? Excellent. So this is what I want you guys to do right now. So you can do this for the rest of the week or the rest of the month, man. Depends on how good you want to get at this. What I would suggest is I would print this out. I would do the training courses on it. That way your reality on how to make the most out of a salesperson's appraisal is is at a full understanding, and then I want you to use these word tracks right here and practice them, drill them. This is a whole list of things that you can ask in fact finding, and it's a salesperson's appraisal. It's figuring out, man, how does this guy buy? Okay, how did he buy his last vehicle? How did he get the payment so low? Right? Because when I can figure those things out, then I could start to get an understanding of how this guy's going to buy the deal. Right? So when you find, Grant Cardone training where he's talking about, hey, look, ask the customer, hey, what are you currently paying for your vehicle right now? The guy says, oh, I'm paying $250 a month. Excellent, man. Dude, how'd you get your payment so low? Why do I want to ask that? Because if the guy made a down payment, he's like, oh, well, we put $5,000 down last time we bought a vehicle. That's how I got to $250. Right? What do you know? The guy's probably going to do exactly the same thing. He probably showed up today thinking, dude, I'm going to pay $5,000. I'm going to put it down on the down payment. So these are the questions that you guys want to use all the time. If you're not practicing them, if you're not drilling them, if you're not rehearsing them, and definitely if you're not doing the training, guys, you aren't going to use them. So it's going to be important for you to use the right segments in the morning to handle the challenges that you're facing every single day. And if you're talking to customers every single day, if you got to ask them all the right questions. So I'm going to go down a list of these questions. Can I get you figures on the vehicle that you are driving now? Okay. If somebody answers that, it's going to let them know, hey, I do have a trade-in. That way it's not a surprise at the end of the deal. Okay. Can I offer you a free appraisal? Can we show you figures both ways? Right? What is that question answering? If the guy says, no, I don't want to give you an appraisal. I don't want to do an appraisal of my vehicle right now. Okay. What I would ask him at that point is, excellent, sir, we don't have to do that. Hey, let me ask you this. Could we show you figures both ways in case you change your mind? Right? We know they're probably going to. That way they still don't flip that trade in at the end, because you guys know how much of a problem that causes you. Okay, then you start using these questions right here, like, when is your next payment due? What are your payments currently? When you had payments, how much were they? Okay, if he's talking about the car was already paid off. Hey, how'd you get your payments so low? How long have you had this car? Do you know how much that vehicle you sold for brand new? Did you buy your last vehicle new or used, right? These are all questions that you want to practice, you want to drill them, you want to rehearse, and then you start getting down into these questions right here. Hey, would you buy the same car again? Why? Why not? Right? Because you might ask the guy, hey, how'd you get your payment so low? Oh, well, we're on a lease right now. I got it at $199 a month. Excellent, man. Hey, look, would you lease another vehicle again? No, man, I would never do that again. We're definitely going to own the next vehicle. Right? So that you guys can start getting some more reality. But what happens is that you want to do the training inside the program right here. Sales, full curriculum, road to the sale, and there's two categories right here: fact finding and appraisals. So when you go inside here and you go inside the appraisal piece, it's going to talk to you about understanding customers' buying patterns. Most customers do the exact same thing every single time. For me, I lease. Okay? I rarely test drive. I see the vehicle. I want it. I usually call them. That's what I do. Okay? Other people, dude, they only buy. They buy every 6 years. You need to figure that out. It's going to be important for you to know, because when you know and understand the way the customer operates, you can sell them. You can sell them the vehicle the way they need to be sold. That's where this selection demonstration comes in. Now, when you tie all these together, you guys are going to have a lot better chance at getting to this part right here where you're getting a 100% write-up. It's going to be important that you guys write everybody up this month, whether they're doing anything or not. Okay, one of the biggest lessons I ever learned in sales was I worked with a guy who wrote everybody up. Even when they came by just to look, he's like, hey, let me get you figures anyways. I know you're not buying for 2 years. Let me get you something. Let me get some numbers in front of you. And I remember that one thing stuck with me forever, because I knew that, look, if I don't write somebody up, I will never sell them ever. Right? And so it's going to make it for a smoother transaction to get to this 100% write-up. If your guys' fact-finding questions are correct, if your salesperson's appraisals are right, and if you're demoing the way they need to see the vehicle, you guys are going to have a lot better opportunity. And you know what? The close gets a lot easier. I know you guys have had easier deals that you're like, dude, Man, if every deal was like that'd be good news for me, because I'd probably sell a lot more. It's probably because you did a really good job in this area right here, and it just made sense at the end of the deal. Okay, where things start getting a little bit scratchy at the end, where objections come up, where they throw in a trade at the very last minute, and you're like, oh my God, he's got a trade. And you're freaking out because you don't want to go tell your manager that you forgot to ask. You ever had that happen? If that's ever happened to you, I know it happened to me, right? I never wanted that to happen ever again. So what I did was I really, really understood this part of the program. So, guys, what questions do you have for me right now? What? Excellent, man. Hey, guys, look, 6 segments every single day is going to get you exactly what you want, I'm telling you. So, look, this time of year, everybody's taking off. Don't be that person. Don't be the one who checks out. Dude, make this month the best month you had the entire year. Turn it up. You know, turn it up big time, because this is going to be your opportunity to really crank up. And even if you just stir up a bunch of opportunity, and maybe you don't close a ton of deals, what's going to happen is all those deals are going to be put in your pipeline for you to start off 2017 the right way. So, guys, have an unbelievable end of the year. Thank you for your time. And if you have any questions, be sure to reach out to me, man. Would love to help you guys out, man. I appreciate it. All right. Thanks a lot, man. You guys take care. Bye.